Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm gonna be doing my review on the Oscars that happened yesterday. So yeah. First off, I'm gonna say it was kind of hard watching Walking Dead and the Oscars at the same time, but yeah, I got it done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't watch all of the Oscars, but I got nearly all the awards. So I'm nearly all the awards. No, getting the winner, if that makes sense. But yeah, besides the point, if you guys want to see my original prediction video, click the annotation. That'll take you there. So yeah, so the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna say the people who are in that category, and then the winner, and then I'll say if that's what I thought was gonna win for my first or second choice. That could be further explained in the video up there, and yeah, and maybe give my thoughts a bit on it. So yeah, and this is just gonna go in order of how I see it here. So yeah, on the official Oscar website. So yeah, so for Best Picture, 12 Years a Slave won. Yeah, you know, I called it. I honestly think it was gonna win. I mean, it did have some competition. I really thought that Dallas Buyers Club would have given it competition. So Nebraska, most of these except Philomena, Captain Phillips, and Gravity, in my opinion. Really, the ones that would have given 12 Years of Slave competition, in my opinion, would have been Nebraska, American Hustle, Dallas Buyers Club, and Wolf of Wall Street. Maybe her, but yeah. 12 Years a Slave, great movie. I need to review it at some point eventually. I am gonna get the Blu-ray when it comes out. I think it already came out though. But besides the point, great movie. Best actor in the leading role. We have, in this section, you have Christian Bale from American Hustle, Bruce Dern from Nebraska, Leonardo DiCaprio for Wolf of Wall Street, Chitwell Ejiofor for 12 Years a Slave, and Matthew McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club. I called Chitwell Ejiofor for 12 Years a Slave, but my second option was Matthew McConaughey, and he won. So yeah, I think the only other person that would have given them competition would have been Leonardo DiCaprio. Christian Bale, he was good, but I honestly think Leonardo DiCaprio was better than him. Matthew McConaughey won, so that he was good in that movie. So yeah. Another movie I need to get. I actually saw it out already. So yeah, but it was too expensive. So yeah. Now actress in the leading role. We have Amy Adams for American Hustle, Kate Blanchett for Blue Jasmine, Sandra Bullock for Gravity, Judi Dench for Philomena, and Meryl Streep for August Osage County. Um, I thought it was gonna be Kate Blanchett, who would win with Amy Adams giving competition. I think any other competition would have been Sandra Bullock or Meryl Streep. So yeah, Kate Blanchett won, so happy for her. I saw parts of the movie, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, now best actor in the supporting role, we have Bacard Abdi for Captain Phillips and Bradley Cooper for American Hustle, Michael Fassbender, 12 Years a Slave, Jonah Hill, Wolf of Wall Street, and Jared Leto, Dallas Buyers Club. Jared Leto won. Yeah, Michael Fassbender, I think, would have given him competition. I think everybody here about Bradley Cooper and Jonah Hill, so really Cardi Abdi would have given him competition. So yeah, but I guess when someone who's a male is portraying a transvestite, I think that's what you call it, basically someone who dresses of the opposite sex, and this is good. You really don't have that really puts it over the top a bit. So yeah. Best actress in a supporting role, we have Sally Hawkins for Blue Jasmine, Jennifer Lawrence for American Hustle, Lupita Nyong'o for 12 Years a Slave, Julia Roberts for Augustus Osage County, and June Squibb for Nebraska. I thought for me it was between Lupita Nyong'o and Jennifer Lawrence. Lupita Nyong'o won, so good for her. Now we have Best Animated Feature Film. We have The Croods, Despicable Me 2, Ernest and Celestine, Frozen, and The Wind Rises. I thought it would have been between Frozen and The Croods, Frozen 1. So, that was a pretty good film. Where was I? Lost my place. I lost my place. Okay, cinematography, I guess. Nah, yeah, cinematography is up next. After that, really doesn't say, really doesn't give you the options. I mean, you have, yeah, really doesn't really give you much of the options, as I could see here. Wait, oh no, wait. So I kind of got lost a bit. Yeah, the Oscar website isn't good after a certain point. So yeah, cinematography. So you have The Grandmaster, Gravity, Inside Llewyn Davis, Nebraska, Prisoner. I thought it would have been, I honestly thought it would have been like Nebraska versus Prisoner, maybe Inside Llewyn Davis and Gravity. I really didn't watch. Honestly, I never watched The Grandmaster, so I don't know how good that was. Gravity won. I am a bit surprised, but well deserved. Costume design, we have American Hustle, The Grandmaster, Great Gatsby, Invisible Woman, and 12 Years a Slave. I thought it would have been between American Hustle, 12 Years a Slave, maybe Great Gatsby, Invisible Woman, and Grandmaster. I never saw, so don't know. A bit surprised, Great Gatsby one. Thought it would have gone more towards 12 Years a Slave, but I kind of see it. I mean, the Great Gatsby has more elaborate costumes, so you know, it's not hard to believe. Directing, this one I'm actually a bit surprised on. You have American Hustle, directed by David O. Russell. Gravity, directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Nebraska, directed by Alexander Payne. 12 Years a Slave, directed by Steve McQueen. And Wolf of Wall Street, directed by Martin Scorsese. That would have been between 12 Years a Slave and Wolf of Wall Street. Honestly, Gravity, I accept, the cinematography is good and the sound mixing and all that, special effects, but really the direction, for me, Gravity just isn't the best movie at all. I mean, the nominations it got, and the ones that it won, I do accept it, it is believable, but for best directing, I really don't think it should have won, and this was the one that should have won. I mean, Alfonso Cuarón, he is a good director. He is kind of starting off, so I thought it would have been more towards Steve McQueen or Martin Scorsese, but maybe David O. Russell, Nebraska, the Alexander Payne, but Gravity, I'm kind of lost for words that one won. I really don't know why or how, but it was still a somewhat good film, in my opinion. Okay, now documentary feature. I actually never watched any of these documentaries, so I just chose two at random that I heard were good or decent. So you have The Act of Killing, Cutie and the Boxer, Dirty Wars, The Square, and 20 Feet from Stardom. I thought it would have been between 20 Feet from Stardom and The Act of Killing, even though I didn't see any of them, so I got that one right. Same thing for documentary Short Subject, which is between Cave Digger, Facing Fear, Karma Has No Walls, and The Lady in Six. And Prison Terminal, The Last Day of Private Jack Hall. I never watched any of these. Just chose two that I heard were good. I chose Lady in number 6, and I think it was Cave Digger, maybe Facing Fear. I got that one right. No. Film editing, best film editing. American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, and 12 Years a Slave. Also a bit surprised on this one. That would have been between 12 Years a Slave and Dallas Buyers Club. I'm kind of surprised Gravity won. As I said, I mean, Gravity, in my opinion, the story is a bit basic, in my opinion, and really it's boring. But I think that's mostly due to the fact that I really just don't like most sci-fi films. I'm not really trying to hate on it. I mean, it's a decent film, It's a decent film. I will eventually review it, but not my cup of tea, period. But there are some good things about it. So yeah, but kind of surprised it won this one as well. Film editing. Okay, foreign language film, the best one. We have Broken Circle Breakdown, which is Belgium. The Great Beauty, which is Italian. The Hunt, which is Danish, and and the missing picture, which is from Cambodia, and Omar, which is Palestinian. I never watched any of these. I just chose two at random. Think Great Beauty was my second one, if I'm not mistaken. I think I chose Omar as first. Um, you know, I guess I was right. Yeah. Makeup and hairstyling. Best one we have Dallas Spiders Club, Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa, and The Lone Ranger. This one kind of without competition went to Dallas Spiders Club. I still would I would have been incredibly surprised if Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa would have won. I mean, yeah, Lone Ranger. Yeah, I mean, heck, its makeup and hairstyling and it was decent, but compared to these two, we have no competition. These two have like no competition. Music, best music, we have The Book Thief, John Williams, Gravity, Stephen Price, Her, William Butler and Owen Pallett, and Philomena, Alexander Desplat, and yeah. Oh, and Saving Mr. Banks, Thomas Newman. Another one I'm a bit surprised on, Gravity, Stephen Price. Um, I was thinking, I mean, Gravity would have been my third option. Not really that surprised, but I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, for me, it would have been between Saving Mr. Banks and Her, but this one's a bit more believable. Now, best original song, we have Happy from Despicable Me 2, Let It Go from Frozen, The Moon Song from Her, and Ordinary Love from Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. For me, it was between Let It Go from Frozen and Ordinary Love from Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. So I got that one right. Yeah. Production design. Best production design, we have American Hustle, Gravity, Great Gatsby, Her, 12 Years a Slave. For me, it would have been American Hustle, 12 Years a Slave, and maybe Great Gatsby. Great Gatsby won. So yeah. Short film, animated short film, we have Pharrell, Get a Horse, Mr. Hublot, Possessions, A Room on a Broom. My first one was Mr. Hublot, and my second option was Room on a Broom. Mr. Hublot won, so that was decent. And again, I never watched any of these short animated films, so yeah. Now short films, live action short films. We have Aquel no era yo, which basically means that wasn't me. Avante que de tout per Dre. Just before losing everything. I think that's French. Helium. Okay, the title's like Arabian, but the English title will be Do I Have to Take Care of Everything? And then the Vorman Problem. I chose Vorman Problem and Helium, mostly because they're the only English titles to begin with, and Helium won, so good for them. I never watched any of these short films, so I don't know. Best sound editing, we have All Is Lost, Captain Phillips, Gravity, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, and Lone Survivor. For me, this was between The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, and Gravity. Gravity won. This is one of the few awards Gravity got that I think it deserves. Same thing with sound mixing. We have Captain Phillips, Gravity, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, Inside Llewyn Davis, and Lone Survivor. Same thing between me was The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, and Gravity. Gravity won. Again, one of the few awards that it probably should have gotten. Now we have visual effects. Same thing. Gravity, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, Iron Man 3, Lone Ranger, Star Trek Into Darkness. Between me was Gravity and actually Iron Man 3, with Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug possibly being up there. Gravity won, so that was good. Best writing, we have Before Midnight, Captain Phillips, Philomena, 12 Years a Slave, and Wolf of Wall Street. For me, it was between Wolf of Wall Street and 12 Years a Slave. So 12 Years a Slave got best writing for adapted screenplay and won that one. So yeah. Now we have writing, best writing for original screenplay. I think that's it. Yeah, American Hustle, Blue Jasmine, Dallas Spiders Club, and Her. In Nebraska, between me it was like Dallas Spiders Club, Her, Nebraska. Maybe American Hustle, maybe Blue Jasmine, Her won. So yeah, and I think that's it. Almost positive. Yeah, that's it. So how many awards is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 24 different awards. Some of them I got wrong, some of them I got right. A bit surprised on a few of them, but overall, I think that the awards, each category, each actor, actress, or film received was, for the most part, well deserved. Except for a few of them, which I am kind of iffy about, but whatever. So yeah. The awards were pretty decent. I watched for at least 75% of it. I kind of had to watch in between Walking Dead, so that was I'll be watching the episode in full. I heard it was a pretty decent episode. I'll be watching the full episode again later today, and then review it sometime later today or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. So yeah. Again, if you want to check out my original predictions right here, I really recommend you watch that. And yeah, so now in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the awards? Do you agree with most of the winnings? Do you disagree with some of the winnings? And what do you think was the best picture? Which film do you think had the best picture out of the ones that we had? I'll repeat those again because that's actually the most important award here. So, between American Hustle, Nebraska, Captain Phillips, Philomena, Dallas Buyers Club, 12 Years a Slave, Wolf of Wall Street, Gravity, and Her, which one do you think had the best picture? 12 Years a Slave won, which is what I predicted. So yeah. So what do you think is the best picture? And what are your thoughts on the other categories? Like actor in a supporting and leading role, actress in a supporting and leading role, and cinematography, animated films, sound mixing. Your thoughts on all the awards. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree? And what's your favorite film of last year overall? And did you like the Oscars overall? Give your thoughts down below. Remember to subscribe. I usually do reviews on events like this. The Oscars. I also did one on the Super Bowl. So check that one out too. Maybe I'll put an annotation here. Maybe. Not likely though. Yeah. 10% I will. Just check the channel. Yeah. So yeah. Usually I review movies, TV shows, and comics. So definitely stay tuned for that. Also review just media events. Stuff that has been happening in the world or media recently, like casting calls, for example. I review those. Give my thoughts out. I usually give my thoughts out on those. So just check the channel for any other videos you like. Again, predictions video here. Watch the last video I did. Next video. Remember to subscribe. Share on whatever you guys prefer. Whatever platform. Facebook, Twitter. Whatever. Twitter, MySpace. So share whatever the hell you want, and that's basically it. Remember to comment below on your thoughts, and that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.